In the previous movie, we completed first part of this edit post process in which we extracted our post on this page of edit post.php with some ID. Now in this movie, we will take this data that the user will enter or change here and we will save it in our same record with the ID of 11. So back to my editor. So first of all, we have to go to this form. So scrolling up, first of all, changing its action attribute to edit post dot php. And one more thing I have to add here this time, which is adding the search query parameter, because we will have some search query parameter. According to that, we will update our post. So right at the top, I'm gonna have one variable. This variable name will be search query parameter, and it will get our ID from URL. We also declared this search query parameter downward when we fetched our post. Let me show you where. It's right here on line 124, so we don't have to redeclare it. So I removed that one. So we have the search query parameter at the top. Now we can edit our form. So our form will have that search query parameter here. So adding one PHP scope and echo this search query parameter. Saving this one first. The method will be post. The inc type will be multipart slash form dash data. And then we don't have to go into this form anymore. Now moving upward, where we have our submit button. So if is set submit button, then we will have this variable of post title that will grab the post title, then category, then image name, target, post text. The default admin name will be Jazib. So all of this code would be the same. If the post title is empty, then we can say title can't be empty and redirect our user to post.php. And if title length does not matter, same page posts.php redirection. And if description has less than 1000 characters length, we will redirect to post.php. I think this length is quite minimum, right? 1000 characters will not take that many words. So let's edit the structure of our table. Click on the structure, go to change. First of all, select the column. So I will select post column, change. So instead of 1000, let's make it 10,000. So clicking on save. So we saved it. So instead of 999, I will make it 9999. So saving this one. Let's also change this basic validation, add new post PHP file. So adding 999. Saving this one, closing this one. So then we will have our else block in which we will have our query, but this time the query will be update query, not the insert query. So now changing this query to update. So query to update post in DB when everything is fine. So I'm gonna remove all of this query from here, including the binding values, prepare and SQL. So writing this new SQL. So this SQL will be date my table of post and set my column of title to this new title. So the new title will be this post title. So we will change only in our title. in our category, in our image, and in our post description. So the next one will be change my category to this new category and change my image to this new image and my post to this post text, semicolon here. It's divided in a second line. So basically I said here update my table of posts and set this title column to this post title which you have in the super global of title, and set my category to this category, image to this image, and post to this post text. But this code will update every single post until we define the where clause. So right on the next line I will have where clause and say where the ID column has this search query parameter. So where the ID is equal to this search query parameter. Then we will move our uploaded file to target location. We will have this success message that post updated successfully. We will redirect to posts.php and also in the other posts.php. So in order to run this SQL, we have to call the method of query. So right here, I will have this execute that will call my database connection of connecting DB and call the method of query. So passing my SQL here, semicolon here. So if I save this one and refresh my page, let's make this title to the laptop in world. Select some other image like this 3D wall, changing the post description to testing, changing my category to fitness, publish. You can see we are on the page of posts.php, but there is no session message. It was just because of not calling the functions of error and success in our post.php. So I'm gonna call those function. So I have those function in add new post. So going down to copy those functions. Here you can see error message and success message. In order to see the sessions, so I'm gonna post them in my file of posts.php. So inside this file I will show the error and success message in call lg12 just before the table. So if I paste them and save this file, closing this post.php, and if I refresh this page, see I got this message post updated successfully. And now let's make sure whether we actually updated our post or not. So I'm gonna try that one on this edit of this is the first post. So edit, so making its category fitness, selecting some image to this 3.jpg, and for its text it will be testing, clicking on publish. We got the success message, but still the post is not updated here. So our post is not updating. Why is that? So first let's debug our code. So instead of this if execute redirection, I'm gonna comment all of this and I'm gonna see what's going on with this execute by var dumping it. So var underscore dump, putting this execute here. So saving this one, if I go to this edit, click make this title to nothing, and then news image to this 3.jpg, and hold this text to testing. You can see I got couple of errors. First one was on line 30 and it says undefined category. So category, sorry. So I wrote the wrong variable, that's why I was having this error. So first of all on line 30, so it should be category. So that was our second error. Then on line 5 we have undefined index ID, and also if you can notice there is something missing here. It says edit post.php question mark 4. So we have to correct this form action attribute. So going to my form, yeah, I have to add the action attribute here. So edit post.php and then id is equal to, so saving this one. Now let's go back to this page, id is equal to 4. Now changing it to nothing and content to testing, publish. So I got this var dump string 128 update post set title nothing category. Let's go to the post page now. See, now we updated our post. So let's try it for one more time. So going up, now commenting this var dump and uncommenting this if condition, saving this one. So if I refresh this page, click on this edit button, this says nothing. So I'm gonna change it to nothing second, changing its category to news and its image to 3.jpg and testing to post content. So if I publish, you can see nothing second, news, this new image and this post content right here. So it means that our category is working perfectly fine, but there is a problem with our edit post. If I change just the title, for example, if I make this post title to problem and just change the post title, click on publish button, you can see that problem has updated and it also deleted our image, which means that when we are not changing our image, it changed the image to nothing by default. So we have to edit this update query so that when the admin don't want to change the image won't get updated. So we will say here one if condition. If our this image, if this image is not empty, then we can have this query. Otherwise, our query will be a bit different. So I will add one simple function, if not empty, and here I will put directly my image that has the super global of files image name, or I can put directly my super global of files and go for my image, this image and this complete one image name, or I can put this image. It's completely up to me. So I will go with this whole one. So if this file superglobal of image name is not empty, then you should have this SQL statement. And otherwise, in the else block, I will have one other SQL and say, if that's not the case, do not update my image column. So I can simply delete this image field from here. So I'm saying here, if this image name is not empty, then update my image. Otherwise, you don't have to worry about image. Just update my title, category and post, where the ID is search query parameter. So if I save this one, and if I click on this edit button, first of all, let's change our image to this 3.jpg. So publish, you can see this new image. So if I click edit and just change this post title to 1 to 1, I'm not doing anything with this image. Clicking on the publish, you can still see our image and it says post title should be greater than 5 characters. Let's check it again. So 1 to 1, and then I'm not doing anything here. Clicking on this publish, you can see post updated successfully. You can see the title and we still have the image. Now if I click edit and change the image to this 3D wall, click publish, now you can see the new image. So that's how we update our posts. Take care.